Today class is single phase RLC series circuit. Here resistance R and inductance L and also capacitance C is connected in series. Three elements here: resistor, inductance and capacitance. Three elements are connected in series. From the given RLC series circuit as shown in figure, so supply voltage is V, that is small v, Vm sin omega t, that is the supply voltage, instantaneous V is equal to Vm sin omega t, instantaneous equation. So that supply is connected across the RLC series circuit. RLC series circuit. When the supply is connected to the RLC series circuit, the current, I current is flowing in the circuit. So this current, this I current is passing through the resistance. The same current I is passing through the inductance L, and the similar current, the same current is passing through the capacitance is C. So here in series circuit, the current is same in all elements. That means the current is flowing in resistance and inductance and capacitance is same because it is connected in series. So now here the voltage drop in the resistance. So what we can say here, voltage drop across the resistance is nothing but it is denoted by VR. So how can we write here? So VR is equal to current into resistance. Here I into R, which gives the VR only, not V. Not V, that means not supply voltage, only voltage across the resistance drop. VR only, I into R, which gives the VR. Now go for inductor. Here the inductor VL, inductor voltage VL. So VL here, so how can we calculate voltage drop across the VL? VL is nothing but here I into L, it is not correct. So why L is the only inductor? No, it is in Henry's, not in ohms. So we can write VL is equal to the voltage drop across the inductor is equal to I into XL. XL is the inductive reactance. I into XL. So here XL is the inductive reactance. So now voltage across the capacitor. So current is flowing I, and here C is in capacitance. C is capacitance, it is in farad. It is in farad. So now voltage across the capacitor VC is equal to I into C is not correct. How can we write VC is equal to I into XC? XC means here capacitive reactance. Here XC is capacitive reactance. So here VC is equal to I into XC. Now, so these are, see here, we can, here in this, so here these are written VR is equal to I into R. So VR and IN is in phase with I. Here VR and I in phase. So here VL IXL, that means VL is leads current by 90 degrees. VC is equal to IXC, it is VC lags by 90 degrees. So current by 90 degrees. So now above information, the phasor diagram can be drawn as shown in figure. So now current I is taken as the reference phasor. See here this and the voltage VR in phase with the current, and the voltage VL leads the current by 90 degrees, and VC lags behind the current by 90 degrees. That means here x-axis is taken as a current, in x-axis current is taken as reference. So current is in phase with VR. Current is in phase with VR. See here in this. So I and VR both are here. I and VR both are in phase. I and VR both are in phase. Now the voltage across inductor drop is taken as it is y-axis upward, and voltage drop across the capacitor is downward. Y-axis is downside. So now down or lower side. Now here, here see here there are two cases that can occur. That means if in the see here figure here VL and VC. So if the VL value is maximum as compared to VC, or in other case VC is maximum as compared to the VL, that means here any case VL or more than that VC, or in next case VC more than that VL values. So here two cases are given. See here in this there are two cases that can occur. What does it? So VL greater than VC, and other cases VL less than VC, depending on the values of XL and XC here, and hence there are two possible phasor diagrams. The phasor diagram is VL minus VC or VC minus VL is drawn, and then the resultant voltage is V is drawn. See here phasor diagram. Here VC is down y-axis and downward y-axis, and VL is upward y-axis. In x-axis VR and I. So what does it mean here? If we are taking VL is maximum, that means here XL value is more than that XC value. So here we are getting the VL value is more than that of VC value. So in first case VL is maximum, that means VL is more than that VC. So we can get the value, resultant value VL minus VC, and VL minus VC and this VR are both are in vector quantity. This vector or addition of vector quantity which gives the VR, and VL minus VC which gives the resultant voltage of circuit is V. So now pi angle is pi. So current and voltage, the phase angle is pi. So now if second case taken as second case, so current and taken as a reference current is also same, VR is also same. So VL is taken as the y-axis positive side, and that means upward side, and VC is downward side, y-axis downward side, that means negative y-axis. So here VC is dominating, that means VC is more than that of VL. VC is more than that of VL. Here the resultant is in terms of only VC minus VL. Here only VL VC is considered. So VC is more than that VL. here the resultant is here only VC and VL resultant is VC minus VL. So it gets the phasor diagram downward side. In first case, the phasor diagram is upward side VL minus VC. Here in second case, the phasor diagram vector is VC minus VL is downward side. Now, so VR and VC minus VL both are vector additions. So we can get the resultant voltage VR and VC minus VL, which gives the resultant circuit voltage is V. So that is, so here from the phasor diagram we observe that VL is greater than VC. The voltage leads. Why leads? So VL greater than VC means here the nature of the circuit is inductive. So in inductive circuit current is lagging. That means if you are taking the current is reference, voltage is leading. So once again observe that. So here if we in inductive nature, if the circuit is inductive nature, how can we say inductive nature? VL is more than that of VC if the circuit is inductive nature. That means inductance value is dominating as compared to the capacitance value. So here the voltage leads, that means voltage leads means it is the inductive nature, or otherwise we can say that the current is lagging. So why we are not telling here the why they are not written current is lagging? So here the current is taken as a reference, so didn't written in this case. So the voltage, so they have written in this way, the voltage leads the current by an angle pi, or in other words current lags behind the voltage by an angle pi. Now next case is when the capacitance is dominating, that means VL less than VC. So here the voltage lags, that means the current leads. So the voltage lags behind the current by an angle pi, or in other words the current leads the voltage by an angle pi. So now from phasor diagrams, the expression for the resultant voltage V and the pi can be derived as follows. So V is equal to under root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. V is equal to under root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. Here VL minus VC is the two, so capacitive and inductive capacitive voltages, VL minus VC whole square. In some cases some students are writing in exams, they are V is equal to under root of VR square plus VL square minus V square. That is wrong. So here how can we write here V under root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. This whole square is for the VL minus VC. So just remember that, very important. Now VR is I into R and VL is I into XL, VC is IXC. So substitute these VR, VL, VC in this above equation, can get V is equal to IR whole square plus IXL minus IXC whole square. Take the common is I. So now V is equal to I into under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square under root. So now here V is equal to I into Z. Z is nothing but impedance. That is nothing but V by I equal to Z. So Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So this is the impedance. So it is the combination of RLC. So here the combination of RLC which gives the impedance. Here the impedance circuit. Now go for phase angle. Phase angle means here the phase angle between the voltage and current. So pi is equal to here tan inverse of VL minus VC divided by VR. VL is IXL, VC is IXC, VR is IR. So substitute these in that phase angle equation. So we get the pi is equal to tan inverse of XL minus XC by R. So now From the expression for phase angle, so we can derive the following three cases. See here, case 1. What is the case 1 here? That means here XL is greater than XC. XL is greater than XC means here the nature of the circuit is inductive. That means in the circuit the inductance part is dominating. Here inductive part is dominating. That means the nature of the circuit is inductive. So here the phase angle pi is positive and the circuit is inductive. The circuit behave like as a series RL circuit. Very important. The nature of the circuit behave like as a series RL circuit. Why? Here we get the maximum more than the XL is more than the XC. So now in second case, so when XL less than XC, the phase angle pi is negative. Why? The capacitive is the circuit is capacitive. That means here the dominating nature is the capacitance. So XC is the higher value than that XL. So nature of the circuit is capacitive. Here the circuits behaves like a series RC circuit. So these are the two cases, very important. And another important case is here in that case. So case third one. What is that? If XL is equal to XC. So we have seen two cases, before two cases. What XL is more than that XC, and second one is XL is less than XC. So now go for XL is equal to XC. What will happens? Now here XL is equal to XC means here both and capacitive and inductor both reactances are same. So XL minus XC, that means XL is equal to XC, XL minus XC is 0. That means here reactance part is 0. So when the reactance part is 0, that means here the phase angle is 0. So only the XL minus XC is 0 means XL XC is combination is nothing but a here only wire. It can act as a wire. So now the phase angle pi is equal to 0. The circuit having the resistance only. That circuit, nature of the circuit is purely resistive. So purely resistive circuit. Now here, so the voltage and current can be represented by the following equations. The angle pi is positive or negative depending on the circuit elements. If now instantaneous equation, voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus or minus pi. Now average power is, what about average power? In single phase Vi cos pi but not Vi. So here power is equal to Vi cos pi. V means here we already seen that. What is the equation? V is equal to I into Z. I is current, so same as written, and cos phi is power factor or by Z. No, power is equal to I square R. Hence the power in all RLCC circuit is consumed only in the resistance. So always here whatever circuit you take, only resistance is the power is consumed, the resistance only. So here the inductance and the capacitance do not consume any power. Now phasor algebra for RLC series circuit. Now phasor algebra. So it can be written as, that means here V bar, generally we can write V bar here. V bar is equal to V plus J0. So that means V plus J0 in terms of rectangular form that can convert into polar form. So polar form is V angle of 0 degrees. So now Z bar, here Z vector, that means R plus J XL minus XC is r plus j xl minus xc in the form of rectangular that can be converted into polar form. What is the polar form here? Z angle of pi. If the pi is depends on the elements, positive or negative is depends on the L and C elements. Now I bar is equal to V bar by Z bar, that is equal to, so in terms of we can say polar form V by Z is equal to angle of V by Z angle of minus pi degrees. So now see one problem in this case. See in this case one problem. So once you read the problem, so now see here, a 230 volts means here RMS value. 230 volts is RMS voltage, not maximum value, not a peak value, not a average value. Here 230 volts is RMS value. Now 50 hertz AC supply is applied to a coil. Coil means here inductance. Coil means here inductance. Coil of 0.06 H Henries. H means Henries. 0.06 Henries inductance and 2.5 ohms resistance. R is 2.5 ohms. Connected in series with a 6.8 microfarad capacitor. C is 6.8 microfarad. Micro means here 10 to the power of minus 6. Calculate. So what are the calculations? What are those given? So impedance, first one impedance, second one is current, third one is phase angle between the current and voltage, that means pi. Here phase angle between the voltage and current means pi. And the fourth one is power factor. So here power factor means cos pi. And fifth one is power consumed. Power consumed in only resistance only. So not inductor, not in capacitor. So power consumed P, VI cos pi or I square or formula. So now go for problem solve. What are the given data has given? So what are the data has given? So now first you have to determine the XL, that is inductive reactance, and XC, that is capacitive reactance. Now XL is equal to, what is the formula? XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So 2 into 3.14 into frequency is 50 Hz, 50 into, so L is given, so 0.06 Henries. So now 2 pi FL, by substituting these values we can get the inductive reactance XL, that equal to 18.84 ohms. Now go for XC. See here XC is 1 by 2 pi FC, not 2 pi FC. Here 1 by 2 pi FC. So that means here 1 by 2 into 3.14 into 50 Hz frequency into 6.8 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. So we'll get the 468 ohms. 468 ohms. So now, so what they have asked in the question, first question is they are asked, so Z is equal under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Z is equal under root of r square plus xl minus xc whole square. That is equal to r is 2.5 already given in the question, and 2.5 whole square, that is written as 2.5 whole square, plus xl is 18.84 and x is 468. So 18.84 minus 468 whole square, that gives the 449.2 ohms. 449.2 ohms. Here Z are calculated. Z is calculated, that is 449.2. What about I? In general, I is equal to V by Z. So V is 230 volts and Z is already calculated, that is 449.2, that equal to, so 230 by 449.2, that equal to 0.512 amps. So now phase angle. Third one is phase angle between the current and voltage. Pi is equal to tan inverse of XL minus XC by R. Here we observe that XL is 18.84 and XC is 468. So in general, see here, carefully observe that XL is less value and XC is more than that XL value. So here minus XC is more than, so here the nature of the circuit is capacitive. See here, observe XL and XC values. XL is 18.84, XC is 468. So X is so high value compared to XL. So here getting the, so phase angle is 89 minus 89.7. That means here the nature of the circuit is capacitive. By seeing this XL and XC, we can say that which of the circuit, which nature of the circuit. So for example, so XL is 20 ohms, XC is 10 ohms. So here, so XL means here 20 and XC is 10. So XL is more than that XC. So the nature of the circuit is inductive nature. But in this problem, XC is so high value as compared to XL. So the nature of the circuit is capacitive circuit. So now here pi is equal to minus 89.7 degrees. Minus 7 degrees. Now power factor. Here power factor is nothing but cos pi, or otherwise another formula is or by Z. Here pi already determined, so cos of minus 89.7. Here cos minus theta is cos theta, so cos 89.7, which gives 0.0056 lead power factor. Leading power factor. Now P is equal to VI, the power. Fifth one is power. How can we calculate that power? Power is equal to VI cos pi. V is 230 volts, I is 0.512 and the cos pi is 0.0056 leading. So which is given the value, so calculated value is 0.66 W. Here power consumed, the resistance is 0.66 watts. 0.66 watts. So now go for another problem. Now go for next problem. This problem, see here, once you read that problem, just 10 seconds. You read that. So, what they are asking, say, observe here, once you read out, a resistance R, an inductance L, and a L is 0.01 Henry. Resistance is not given, only L value is given. A capacitance C are connected in series. That means here RLC series circuit is given. So when an alternate voltage, so here alternate voltage V is 400 sin 3000 t minus 20 degrees applied. Here we observe that alternating voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t minus pi. What they are given? Vm is given, not Vrms. 400 volts is Vm, not Vrms. Vrms, how can we write Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. So now this voltage is applied to the series combination RLC. The current flowing is, they are given instantaneous equation also. 10 root 2 sin 3000 t minus 65 degrees. Here observe that so voltage and by we can say that, so here voltage and current instantaneous equation has given. See here pi is equal to so pi is equal to calculation from the find the value of R and C. Now go for calculations. Here pi is equal to 65 degrees minus 20 degrees. 65 degrees minus 20 degrees, which is gives 45 degrees lag. 45 degrees lag. 45 degrees lag. So now here XL is already L inductance value is given. Now we have to calculate that XL. What is XL? XL is equal to omega L. So omega L, that is equal to omega is 3000 and L is 0.01. So XL we get directly 30 ohms. Here 3000 T means omega T. How to remember it? So in instantaneous equation 400 sin omega T minus theta or pi. So 3000 means here omega value is given. So now tan pi is equal to, so tan pi is equal to, so pi value is 65 minus 20 degrees, that means 45 degrees lag. Tan pi 45, that means tan 45 is 1. So here tan pi is 1, that means how many degrees here? So XL minus tan pi is equal to XL minus XC by R, that equal to 1. Now R is equal to XL minus XC. Here XL also we already know, and we have to determine the XC and R. So how can we calculate Z? Z is equal to Vm by Im. So Vm is 400, Im is 10 into root 2. See here we can get the Z value is 28.3 ohms. Now Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. That means here above equation R is equal to, here from that R is equal to XL minus XC. That means here XL minus XC is nothing but R. Substitute here under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Here XL minus XC is there. So substitute XL minus XC is equal to R square. So now we can get root 2R is equal to 28.3. Root 2R is equal to 28.3. So now R is equal to 20 ohms. R is equal to 20 ohms. Now XL minus XC is equal to 20 ohms. XC is equal to, so what does XL minus 20 is? That means 30 minus 20, which gives the 10 ohms. Now see How can we calculate in general Xc is equal to 1 by omega c, but here we want capacitance C is equal to 1 by omega Xc. Omega is 3000, Xc is 10, 1 by 3000 into 10, that is 33.3 microfarad. In this case, we can observe that here in simple, just we have to see that question. Here instantaneous in general, what is the nature of the circuit by we can observe from the instantaneous equations. By seeing instantaneous equations, we can say that it is inductive, or is it inductive or capacitive circuit. We can say, see here, V is equal to 400 sin 3000 t minus 20, and current is 10 root 2 sin 3000 t minus 65 degrees. Here, so compare the pi value 20 degrees and 65 degrees. Here in current, minus 65 degrees is more higher value as compared to minus 20 degrees in voltage. So by observing these two these degrees values of instantaneous equation, the nature of the circuit, we can say that the nature of the circuit is inductive. See from the problem. So by derived problem here, so XC is, see here XC, where is XC and XL? Here XL is 30 ohms, and XC is here, XC is 10 ohms. XL is 30 ohms and XC is 10 ohms. So here by observing these XL and XC, XL is 30 ohms, XC is 10 ohms. So here XL is more than that XC. By seeing these two values, you can say the nature of the circuit is inductive. The nature of the circuit is inductive. So by seeing of this phase angle in the instantaneous equations, so we can say that it is lagging or leading or inductive nature or capacitive nature. If the value of voltage, if for example, if 20 degrees in the place of 80 degrees, so in 65 degrees, in the place of 65 degrees, we can put 20 degrees, though it is reversed. That means it is nature of the circuit is capacitive. So in denominator, that means in current, the angle is more than that. So minus angle is more than that of so voltage angle. We can say that the nature of the circuit is inductive. So here, by observing these two problems, we can solve, and also we observe which is the inductive circuit and which is the capacitive circuit. Here another problem has given. So see, we'll go for next time problems. We'll see the problem 10, and after that problems 10, 11 and 12. We can see that the problems. So for that, this is the enough. The class is enough.